Hi, I'm John Ronan together with Felicia and Orville, and we will discuss the Grameen Bank of Muhammad Yunus. Grameen Bank was founded in 1983 by Muhammad Yunus to help the rural poor in his country. It is a microfinance, meaning ang service is for individuals or small businesses owners na walang access to conventional banks. It was created to help the individuals, especially in poor rural cities, to manage their finances and create their own small businesses. Yunus believed that the loans are better than charity to interrupt poverty. In addition, Muhammad Yunus won a Nobel Prize in 2006, and the Grameen Bank won the Peace Prize in 2006. Due to the success of Grameen Bank, with the 7.06 million borrowers, which 97% mostly are women, and successful loans with billions of dollars. The Grameen Bank offers services that would help the individuals to be creative on using their finances wisely. The first service is Group Lending Loan Service, wherein each borrower must belong to a 5-member group, but the group is not required to give any guarantee for a loan to its member. The user is women because 97% of the borrowers are women. The purchase is through group repayment, although repayment responsibility solely rests on the individual borrower. The group of the center oversee that everyone behaves in a responsible way and none gets into repayment problems. And what influences them is the bank itself as it motivates them to be responsible in handling their finances. The other service is housing loans. The bank provides $300 with a 10-year loan. The users will be the family itself, and the purchaser is the borrower herself. Kaya family mother kasi magiging eligible lang ang family sa housing loans kung nakapangalan ito under the name ng nanay. The government policy influences them. Other services are Medicare, which is essential especially in rural areas where illness were easily acquired. Users are patients, and the purchase was made by insurance. The insurance fund created with interest generated through a savings account created by deposits of the borrowers. What influences them is the chronic ill health in rural areas, since mas risky yung area and health access is not free for them. The last one is the seasonal agricultural loan. So the economist banks are not satisfied with the traditional loan services, since it is not enough to consider a sustainable development. So the bank created an institution called SIDE, or Studies, Innovation, Development, Experimentation, where it integrated the economy of the poor with the country's mainstream economy and to mobilize the transfer of capital from the mainstream economy to the poorer rural sector. The users and the purchase are shareholders. They are the ones who work and benefit from their work. They said service covers the GAF, or Grameen Agricultural Foundation, that mainly focus on livestock. They provide machineries and product that could help the workers. No cash payment is required. Instead, a share of a crop is taken or sold in the market to recover the cost. Also, since GAF is not a non-profit company, any profit it makes is returned to its shareholders. Next is the Grameen Fisheries Foundation, or GFF, where the bank took over the failing fishery project on the government as it has very low production since the past few years. However, when the shareholders took over, the fisheries produced thousands of tons of fish every year. And the last one is the Grameen Check, on which side identified the huge unutilized exports potentials for its magnificent cloth. Since check or weaved as a part of tradition in Bangladesh, the GBs saw the weavers were exploited for its little no income. Lastly, what influences them in the non-profit, non-stock corporations, because it gives the shareholders more opportunities to have a decent income from their own work. More and more people are being employed under the services.
connected to this to social service. So there are four classifications here. So the first one is the income from social service. They have crop loan, livestock loan, micro enterprise loan, and bridge loan, and the family welfare savings. So these are the services that are pretty helpful to the poor. So the next classification are the income from extension of social service, which are struggling member loan, Grameen pension scheme, double in 9 years deposit, and 2 year savings. The third one is services basic loan, house loan, higher education loan, savings account, and monthly profit scheme that are under income related to social service. And lastly, the fourth classification is the income not related to social service, which are special loan and fixed deposit.
So for the customer buy benefits, this is so for the customer buy benefits, this is a comparison between Grameen Bank and another bank, which is yung BDO. And then alam naman natin na mas kilala ang BDO kaysa sa Grameen Bank. I assume alam naman natin kung ano yung BDO bank. So this is about kung ano yung benefits na nakukuha ng mga tao sa different banks na to. Okay, so first one is the Grameen Bank. The first feature of it is that it has a very small amounts of loans given without any collateral. So kaya pwede kang mangutang kahit na, alam mo yun, kahit mangutang ka, hindi ka magkakaroon ng collateral damages. Walang kukunin sa'yo na materialis. Kunyari, bahay mo, hindi yan, unlike katulad ng ibang banks na may collateral, pwedeng kunin yung sasakyan mo, pwedeng yung pambayad mo, pag hindi mo nabayaran yung loans mo is kunin yung mga bahay mo, kotse mo, or like that, di ba? So dito, since para sa mga mahihirap hindi naman sa mahihirap, para sa mga less fortunate kasi itong bank na to, so wala talagang collateral kapag pag sa kanila ka ng utang. And ang benefits nun is, yun nga, sinabi ko, you don't need to use any of your assets to secure the funds. Okay, so wala kang ibang gagastos, wala kang gagamiting ibang assets mo kundi para ma-secure pala yung funds. Kumbaga, mas ma-save ka ng money. Kumbaga. Next feature of it is that organized advisory services to the clients and empowerment of poor. So ito, katulad na sinabi ko, para to sa mga less fortunate, no? Sa mga hindi ganun kaya yung mga ibang loans. So mas inorganize to para talaga sa kanila, and then ang benefit nito is it supports low income families and stabilizing their revenue flow. So yun nga, since para sa mga less fortunate to, mas nasusuportahan yung income nila, mas nakakontrol nila yung mga income nila kasi wala silang iniisip na ibang collateral damages and ibang mga weekly payments, you know. Third feature of it is that loans are payable in weekly installments spread over a year. So maganda to dahil alam mo, pwede mong bayaran to weekly, pwedeng installment to weekly, pwedeng yung utang mo pwede mong bayaran ng konti-konti, and then pwede rin siyang umabot sa taon. And then yun nga, ang benefits nito, it's greater cash flow, less interest spent, and an improved credit score. So dahil nga nakakontrol mo yung pagbayad mo weekly or for a year, no? So mas nakakontrol mo yung pera mo, yung cash flow mo, so mas gagamit mo siya ng mabuti, mas nagiging effective yung pag-iipon mo, kumbaga. So next, so let's move on to BDO Bank, which is alam naman natin kung ano yung BDO Bank, no? Kilala natin to. And then ang features nito is unang-una is BDO has an online banking and very accessible to sa atin, lalo na sa mga ano man, kasi kahit saan ka, kahit anong oras pwede mong i-check yung account mo, di ba? Ang benefit nito is people can monitor their bank accounts anytime and they can also pay even at home. Katulad, for example, sa tuition ko, minsan nagbabayad kami sa online na lang para less pila, less hassle, di ba? Mas safe din. Kasi hindi na kami lalabas ng bahay, di ba? So, yun nga, mas accessible and mas okay siya. And then feature number 2 is it has a lot of branches including the other countries. So, ang BDO is international din pala, and then marami siyang branches, no? So mas easy access talaga ang BDO kapag BDO ang gamit mo, kasi kung kahit saan ka pumunta talaga may makikita kang BDO Bank ATMs, di ba? So benefit nito is easy to locate whenever the customer wants to visit the bank. And then marami rin siyang branches, no? Yung mother branch na tinatawag ba yun?
nakalimutan ko anong term nun, pero yung mismong flagship store, basta flagship, pinaka main store ng bank mo. So kung saan ka kung saan nag-open na account, maraming pwede, di ba? So pag may troubleshooting ka, pwede mo silang bisitahin since marami silang location, di ba? And third, it offers comprehensive range of industry-leading goods and services. So yun nga, subok na yung video since matagal na sila and kilala na sila dito sa bansa natin. And then the benefit na to is it can satisfy the customers since kilala na siya. So marami na nag-loan dyan, marami nang gumagamit, even ako dyan din ako before. And then and ayun nga, marami ng customer na natuwa sa ganyang sistema ng video. Kaya ako nasabing before kasi yung dati kong bank is nag-lock, so I have to change another bank account. So nalipat ako sa bangko na walang tawag nun, yung walang matitirang account, walang matitirang pera sana. So nag-lock yung account ko, so lumipat ako sa ibang bank, which is Union Bank na ako. Pero maganda yung video. Yeah. Yun. That's all.
For the objective linked to strategy, we have 4 classifications. One each for the 4 P's of the marketing, 1 objective and 1 strategy each. So first is their product mix, with the objective of providing comprehensive financial services to empower the poor to realize their potential. Their strategy for this is to inform people of their different products and services, and also by not being strict on the guidelines they are providing before a customer can avail their service. So next is for the price mix. Their objective is to provide small loans to poor individuals, and they do this by providing loans even to poor people without demanding any collateral. Next is for the place mix. So their objective is to support poor people nationwide, and what they do is go to unreachable places and offer their services to the poor. Lastly, for the promotion mix, their objective is to promote financial independence among the poor, and they do that by thoroughly letting people know of their services through the use of different platforms. For Grameen's human resource management, Grameen is quite different from other social enterprises since they offer salary and benefits. So this helps them recruit people easier compared to others. The only thing that makes them unlikable for people who are applying is the 6-month training period that they have, wherein employees do not have salary. For employees' oneness with vision and mission, Grameen Bank's employees also follow the vision and mission of the organization. As the training period in Grameen Bank is hard, it is safe to say that employees stay because they also want to help Grameen to serve its purpose. Next is for the reward mix. Aside from the satisfaction of the employees that they get from serving the people, and aside from the salary that the Grameen Bank offers, they also get monthly medical allowance, daily lunch allowance, service benefit, and pension facilities. So they also offer a special service for their own employees only. And for the beneficiaries as employees, just like any other social entrepreneur, Grameen Bank also employs their clients. So as long as the client or past client fits the requirements the organization is finding for an employee, then they can be employed. So they wouldn't have any special treatment and will also go through the intensive training that the organization offers.
So now let's move on to the alternative hiring process. So let's move on to alternative hiring options. So the Hiring Council discourages employing people who grew up in urban cities and are accustomed to comfortable lifestyle. So ang hiring option daw ni Grameen Bank is mas pipiliin nilang i-hire yung mga taong less fortunate. Okay, yung mga hindi laki sa yaman, no, yung mga hindi laki sa urban cities. Gusto nila yung mas alam mo yun, mas mahirap yung pinagdaanan ng kabataan nila. Mas hindi payapa yung naramdaman nila ng kabataan. Yun yung gustong i-hire ng Grameen Bank. Kasi basically, yung mga customer na gusto nila, yung mga kumbaga, yung target market na lagi nila is para sa, yung bank na to is talaga, like I said, para to sa mga less fortunate. So gusto nilang maging tauhan is mga almost the same. Para alam mo yun, yung empathy andon, yung pag-uunawa nila sa isa't isa andon. May kumbaga, alam nila nangyari sa future customers nila. Kung good yung mga empleyado nila mismo is ganun din. Okay. So ayaw nila ng mga laki sa yaman, laki sa urban cities, yung mga mararangyang buhay. Siguro pwede, pero mas prefer nila talaga na less fortunate, or I mean yung hindi maganda yung lifestyle, yung comfortable lifestyle nga na sinasabi. Next is yung induction program. Induction program, they have grown in popularity and are now officially managed with training programs that have been effectively devised and modified for local conditions to match their particular needs. They expand. So, ang induction program parang yun yung pag-employ mo, pag-training pala ng mga tauhan nila. Okay, so based sa kanila is meron silang 4 weeks na training para sa mga i-hire nilang mga tao, and katulad dito gusto nila maging effectively devised and modified para sa mga local conditions nila sa magiging branches nila, no? Para syempre mas mag-expand pag gumaganda yung business nila. Next is the HR system. The microfinance institution program's most significant component besides management is its finance institution program's most significant component besides management is its field workers. Microfinance institution program's most significant component besides management is its field workers. Staff employees in Grameen Bank initiatives must be extremely driven and dedicated to discovering how their efforts make an impact in their lives of unprivileged families. So, ang gusto nilang sa HR system nila, gusto nila talagang mag-hire ng mga, dahil nga gusto nilang i-hire yung mga less fortunate, yung mga hindi ganun nakakataas-taas sa buhay, or yung mga ganun. So, kasi pag mga ganun tao, mas feel nila mas driven goal. So, mas dedicated sila sa trabaho nila, and then mas feel nila gusto rin nilang bigyan ng opportunity yung mga ganong klaseng tao, since sa mga higher banks hindi nila tinatanggap yung mga ibang ganong tao, no? So itong Grameen Bank is for the poor, and siyempre yung employees nila gusto nila is for the poor din. So pero siyempre gusto nila dedicated din para sa mga efforts na gagawin nila, and then sa mga para may impact din daw ito sa impact in the lives of the unprivileged families. Next is the performance appraisal. Ito yung ang performance appraisal, ito yung parang kumbaga ito yung pagre-recognize mo sa employee mo, no? Kumbaga dito natin malalaman yung mga, kumbaga dito yung compilation ng mga pinagagagawa ng mga employees, and kumbaga sa kung i-relate natin sa atin dito, ito yung grades natin as a student. Ito yung grades natin. Dito natin malalaman yung mga efforts or mga trabaho ginawa natin through the year, through the trabaho, diba? So at the end of the year, Grameen develops an operational programs for all the branches. This plan is combined outcome for all district director of annual plans aims in a branch. So dito malalaman kung kumbaga yung lahat ng efforts na ginawa. Dito parang nasi-check yung attendance, yung mga trabahong ginawa nila kung tama pa. Dito nakasalala yung mga bonus, yung mga extra payments, gano'n. So nagko-contact si Grameen Bank din, kahit na syempre gusto nga nila ng well-driven and dedicated employees. Meron din silang performance appraisal. And then at the end of the contract, titignan, or ano to actually per year. Meron din per month, pero meron din per year. Chine-check yung overall performance ng kanilang employees. That's all. Boom.
Work environment. The personnel at the Grameen Bank frequently endures challenging situations. The 6 months of on-the-job training are spent observing competent and experienced workers from different Grameen branches. Through this program, the trainee will learn to appreciate and untap potential of the destitute and find fresh approaches to challenges that develop inside the Grameen branch. The trainees return to the Dhaka headquarters for inspection and criticism after the 6 months are up before being appointed to a bank branch. For the non-monetary, the users were given a freedom to use their money wisely. Through this, makakasurvive sila and makakapag-provide sila ng service na pasok sa field nila. For instance, is small businesses na kung saan makakapag-provide sila ng basic needs like foods, clothes, and water ng mga consumers. Next is, they empower women, although nakikita natin na marami ng women business industry, which is an improvement, hindi pa rin sila nabibigyan ng equal opportunity to lead a business. Kaya yung Grameen Bank, they prove na women are good pagdating sa paghahawak ng pera. Last is, nabibigyan ng chance yung mga tao na magkaroon ng positive attitude pagdating sa paghawak ng pera.